Hi Vic.
Hi.
Here in Distillery Corner, we will start on the next one, Benrinnes, just outside Aberlour.
Just south of Aberlour, yeah.
Another Diageo distillery.
Yes.
Predominantly goes into blends.
That's right, but you do get single malts.
Exactly, there is. So tell us about this particular one.
Well, this particular one, I bought this at a certain time when it would have been distilled between 2000 and 2004 when I was the operations manager. Mm-hmm. So I like to say I made this one.
Excellent.
Or I sat in the office and managed the team who made this.
And there was something unusual about this because back then they did a partial triple distillation.
Yes, so
is that right?
There's an intermediate still that used to be used for partial triple distillation. So some of the stronger wash, what they called the head of the wash, would go into this intermediate still and be distilled again. Mm-hmm. So you had, it wasn't quite 2.5 times distillation, but it was almost that.
Yeah.
You know, Mortlick's up at 2.81 distillations, but Benrinnes was down a bit lower than that, but more than double distillation.
Right.
Yeah.
Which they don't do now.
No, they don't do that anymore. I'm not sure how they run their stills now, but I don't think they use the intermediate one. They don't do partial triple distillation.
Right.
But they're one of the few distilleries that still have worm tubs.
Worm tubs, yeah.
So Benrinnes gives you a really strong, robust, meaty, sulphury new make spirit.
Yeah.
And if you then mature that in sherry casks, like this one was, you get that sort of sulphuriness, meatiness coming through into the final whiskey. Most of Benrinnes is matured in ex-bourbon casks, so that pulls the sulphury notes out by attaching it onto the char.
Yeah.
And most of it is used for blending.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of indie bottles that were matured in ex-bourbon, and that makes an interesting, different Benrinnes.
Right.
Because you get a bit more fruity, a bit more sweet, because the sulphury notes are pulled out.
Uh-huh.
But this is a bit of a sherry bomb and a bit sulphury. Obviously, I like it, although it's not to my palate.
No.
But yeah, I like Benrinnes. It's I was based there for 4 years. It's a lovely site just at the bottom of Benrinnes Hill, and it's a nice distillery. Not open to the public, but you can drive through it.
Yeah.
So.
And it's part of the flora and fauna range.
Yeah, part of the flora and fauna. Diageo do that for, I think, most of their sites, maybe apart from Roseisle.
Right.
You can get the flora and fauna. And they're well sought after. They're good drams, so that the Benrinnes 15, the Diageo-owned 16, the Mortlick 16, they're well liked whiskey brands, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, thank you.